It's really amazing to see so many people come together, being band together to really take matters in their own hands to stop this. The rest of this video keeps getting better and better. Look at really what's going on at the border. This is what the news, the mainstream news, won't show you. Texas is continuing to erect razor wire across the 29-mile stretch of the riverbank in Eagles Pass, Texas, despite the opposition from the Biden administration and in January U.S. Supreme Court ruling allowing the federal officials to go down there and cut down the southern border has been fighting an influx of illegal immigration. This influx is depleting local law enforcement officials' resources on the border, leading to communities that do not feel safe. After a record number of these illegals crossed over the border into the park in December, Governor Greg Abbott called on state troopers to occupy the space, erecting concertina wire and barring U.S. Border Patrol agents, arguing that the Biden administration wasn't doing anything but allowing it.
Texas has basically started the process of becoming its own country. If you haven't already heard what's going on at the border right now, the Supreme Court voted in a 5-4 favor of the U.S. federal government to remove any barbed wire put up by Texas state officials. The U.S. government basically told Texas to open the borders to let people come into the country illegally. The governor of Texas' response was to add even more wires to the fences, completely going against the government. On top of that, Texas put tens of thousands of troops across the border to stop government officials from taking down any wires. This is getting very concerning, because this is usually how civil wars start. To add fuel to the already blazing fire, 26 other states have said that Texas has their full support, with those states sending thousands of troops to defend against the U.S. government. This is the first time that something like this has happened in United States history.
She got you jumping off the deck, shoving in the overdrive. Highway through the danger zone. I'll take you riding through the danger zone. You never say hello to you until you get it on the red light. No.
I think it should be the higher magistrates, but the sheriff is the most important guy in the county. He has more power than the president of the United States in our county. So we will support that sheriff, that Texas constable, that Department of Public Safety trooper. We will continue to support them, and we are talking back and forth. That's my job. I'm the liaison for that. So then it's going to go all the way up to we've talked to AG Paxton's office, to the lieutenant governor's office and the governor's office, and invited him to come down. We've got a helipad just across the way. We're going to have 3 helicopters landing. We've got a surprise guest flying in to play some rock and roll, and it's going to all be America in here and freedom. And we are not going to let any knuckleheads come in here. We know who you are. We have your names. Lara Logan already has those names. She's going to do a lot more research on that. And I suggest if you are on that list, we're not going to give it out, but if you are on that list, you should stand by to be exposed.
This is a huge border, folks. This isn't a capital where they can set us up like they did. This is as safe as going to a Trump rally, as long as you don't go over on the Mexico side. I've been down there countless times. So it's important for everybody, including citizen journalists, to go down there and be part of this and expose it and join with all these other states that have joined with Texas and what the governor's doing, drawing attention down there. He's not doing a perfect job because he's not God. In Central Texas, get to this event tomorrow. Everybody that can needs to go to the border. This is historic. And this is absolutely beautiful. And as we speak, the whole January 6th operation is unraveling.
Yeah, right. So we are counter January 6th compliant. That's what I'm telling people. So we will make sure we check the boxes so we can counter any kind of craziness that it's targeting United States citizens and Texans. And this ain't DC, folks. This is actually a state, and we have sovereignty, and we have a constitution.